against the UNB St. John Seawolves remind you to respect the field boundaries for the entirety of the game and respect the players and officials. Inappropriate language or inappropriate behavior may result in ejection from the game. I'll now turn the game over to the officials.
Well, here we are getting ready for the second game of the doubleheader. Women's game was it was a dandy, Andrew. That 1-1 tie on the women's side.
That was a high intensity game. My name is Andrew Bates. This is Dave Monroe.
Just a beautiful game to watch. That first one, both teams playing, as you mentioned, high level soccer. A physical game. But a nice way to start the day. And, of course, we have the Hurricanes coming here again.
It's a big match
on the men's side with against UNBSJ.
It's a big match because of a big day because it's our last grad games this season, and it's our it's our last home games, which means we're also celebrating our grad.
That's right. Well, of course, Josie Splitgerber was the only grad for the women's team at UNBSJ, and on the men's side we have Griffin Cassidy.
That's right.
Graduating.
Big player for the program.
And I believe Ashton Engel.
That's right. And Ryan Benner.
Ryan Benner is heading off to UNB Fredericton. Ryan Benner's heading off to UNB Fredericton, continue the engineering program. So lots of changes, always lots of changes at a university, college, on a college campus, university campus. There's lots of changes. New faces coming in, first-year players graduating. That's just the cycle that is.
Let's hear it for first half action with your UNB St. John Seawolves.
We have the Seawolves all lined up on one side. And here we go. Seawolves with the wind advantage to begin with. And right off the bat, that was looks like all player went down there for a second, but it appears to be okay.
We also have as part of our graduates, number 11 Ashton Engel starts today on the bench. He will also be. He was also celebrated there between the two matches. Mm-hmm. Shall I go through our starting lineups? For Holland College, we have number 1, Nolan Kowal. Number 2, Elijah Reed-Koch. Number 3, Colby Monroe. Number 4, Parker McLeod. Number 5, Megumi Oka. Number 7, Vinicius Boyd. Number 9, Nathan Wheeler. Number 10, Fiston Nabonziza. Number 11, Carson Crawford. Number 13, Chad McNally. Number 15, Lucas Lee. For the Seawolves, we have number 3, Mitch Neves. Number 5, Shadrach Shigonia. Number 7, Griffin Cassidy. Number 13, Aiden Mark Antonio. Number 14, Ryan Benner. Number 16, Jackson Holmes. Number 18, Kazian Cardos. Number 20, Malik Karawi. Number 21, Luke Antoniello. Number 22, Kellen Lamb. And number 23, Ravtej Singh.
Well, the Hurricanes come in unfamiliar territory, Andrew. 6th place for the Hurricanes. 2 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties. Of course, this is the team that's been perennial contenders for the championship. They've won multiple championships over the last several years, won medals at the national championships. So this is certainly a rebuilding year for their team this year. They lost 3-0 to St. Thomas yesterday. They've scored 6 goals, have 22 goals against this year, so definitely looking to improve on all their stats
Right.
in this game.
What when you're looking at this late time in the season, you're coming in on the road. What are the challenges in a match like that for the traveling side?
Well, I mean, I think anytime you go away for the weekend, you're probably looking at not sleeping as well as you normally do at the hotel. You've traveled to the venue the next day. It's a different city. Just everything kind of adds up. It's a kind of a cumulative thing on the weekend when you're the away team, and so by Sunday second half they may be feeling it a little bit just for all the reasons that go with travel.
Right.
And Seawolves, on the other hand, are in second place with a 5-3-1 record. And they've scored 17 goals this year, only allowed 9. And they beat Del AC 2-1 yesterday in a tight matchup. The Del AC they're proving to be worthy opponents. They've played a lot of close games this year.
I understand that was a relatively late attempt to get ahead.
It was a late goal. 89th minute, I believe, and that was the Seawolves were happy to see that go in because that's 3 points instead of 1, and those 3 points are going to be valuable for securing that second place. Oh, Cassidy, great strike there, good save. Yeah. So, great strike by Cassidy right off the bat. He's the leading scorer for the Seawolves along with Malek Kari. Both have 4. Connor Sikasak has 3 goals. Chad McNally has 4 for the Hurricanes, and Vinicus Boyd has 2 goals.
We've talked a little bit about the challenges in trying to find spots in the ACAA. Where do things line up right now with that win yesterday in terms of the playoff picture for the Seawolves?
Well, Seawolves are in second place, and if they can keep winning, they're gonna keep second place. And they won the game 4-0. Oh, this is there's Cardas. He likes to get out there. He likes to take things into his own hands, and he just did. Seawolves won 4-0 in the previous meeting between these teams over in PEI. So I guess Holland will be able to gauge their improvement a little bit by that. Wind in the Seawolves' favor. Wind played a factor in the first game. Both teams took advantage of it, but couldn't. Neither team could score more than 1 goal. Both defenses played well today on the women's side. Kellen Lamb's getting his space inside. Jackson Holmes getting a start for the Seawolves today.
That's right. Holmes has had a great rookie season. The Surrey BC product.
So different looking lineup today for the Seawolves. I think PJ Coach Ward is trying to get everybody some game time and
That was a corner from Shaganya that almost looped into Olympico territory.
Yeah, if anybody's waiting far post, that ball's in the net.
We are experiencing, as we often do at the Canada Games Stadium, high wind, and that certainly helped the in-swinger along.
Hurricanes obviously have had a difficult time scoring goals this year. Averaging less than 1 goal a game. And the Seawolves, knowing that your opponent has not scored many goals, I think you can be a little bit more aggressive. You don't want to get crazy with it. But certainly you want to be aggressive.
And looking at their lineup, I see that there's one third-year player in the starting lineup. That's definitely territory to build on.
Yeah, that's right. They've got a very young team.
Third year or up, I should say.
And as I said, John Voss is certainly a good coach for Holland. So he's going to get the very best out of this team.
Griffin Cassidy playing what will be his last home game.
Ryan Benner is playing as well.
He has the armband for that.
So this is a much different lineup than yesterday to start the game. Both teams just settling in. We're approaching 10 minutes into the game now.
Many of the familiar names are on the bench, but I noticed that Aaron Gallardo and Tristan Burnham are not.
Yeah, and they've both been starters all season. So obviously, just giving some players an opportunity to get into the game and get some playing time, and it's important because you may need those players in the playoffs.
That's right.
You may need them. You may need them at any point, as we saw in the women's game today. With all the injuries, it takes. Well, you're allowed 22 on your roster, and I would say if you're going to advance and go to playoffs and maybe go to nationals, you need 22 players. You need all 22.
Holland have brought a healthy complement of players on the road. They've got 7 subs, so if we're looking at fatigue, we should see some or most of those. I will note that none of the available players are listed as a goalkeeper. So it's on the shoulders of Nolan Kowal.
Yeah, and someone will have to come in for him if he. There's the ball back. Oh, that's offside. So certainly a player to keep an eye on for Holland would be Chad McNally, number 13. He's the one with the 4 goals this year. Playoffs are just around the corner.
4 goals in your rookie season. That's a good turnout. That's a good turnaround.
Yeah, it's that's a nice move by Chad McNally.
Just as we
Got a shot off.
just as we start to sing the man's praises.
Season is winding down. Of course, the Seawolves are going to finish up next weekend against St. Thomas and Crandall. It's a beautiful lead there for Kellen Lamb. He's got it. No, he couldn't. It was just too much for him.
And that leads towards provincials.
Yep, Seawolves. They're at St. Thomas, October 10th. Women at 6, men at 8:15. That's at the Grant Harvey Field. Holland's next tilt is October 19th. They're hosting Mount St. Vincent, men and women. 1 and 3:15. The Seawolves will finish up October 20th against Crandall. At Crandall.
Right.
1 and 3:15. And Holland, they'll finish their season hosting UKC at 1 and 3:15 on October 20th as well. So the season is winding down. The Seawolves have put themselves in a great position for playoffs. I think, Andrew, we've talked about this. The one, there's the keeper for Holland just went down. He looks like he twisted himself around there. We're going to take a bit of a break here while they sort that out. Okay, we're back, and after a little break, the goalie,
Nolan Koval is on his feet.
Koval's on his feet, ready to go again. There's a bit of a collision there in the goal area, so but he's back up. Looks like he's ready to go.
We were joined for our first match of the day by Seawolves 11 Jillian Smith, and I understood that the two you were talking about, the the sort of the high intensity physical play that is not necessarily, in
We didn't miss by much there. He's been on a tear for the Seawolves.
that just comes as a result of, players going in hard on balls and wanting to get the results that they're looking for.
Well, what the referee should be looking for is the late tackle. It's the late stuff. Shoulder to shoulder is fine, but if someone's coming in late to the tackle, they need to be carded.
Shaganya with the throw in.
It's a nice little
hop. I love that little hop there from Luke Antoniello over the ball to make sure that the play continued as intended.
Seawolves moving it around the backfield. No rush. Shaganya wide on the wing.
The little hop dummy there from Ryan Benner. I love that.
One thing that always creates a problem for is thinking you're on the touch line when you're at the white line.
That's true. That happened with the grad players came in and
it does happen.
Lined up
it does happen. Like it's automatic. Like you're on a line, so you feel like you're on the outside line.
There was a break there for Holland College, but I noticed the good track back run of Kellen Lamb to make sure that was intercepted and snuffed out.
Kellum has a lot of speed, and he's one of the faster Seawolves. Seawolves touch and go here. And once again, just moving it along the back line. Oh yeah, look at this. Karwi into the middle. We've talked about him possibly being the fastest player in the league, and if he isn't, I want to see the fastest one.
And an explosive player, no doubt.
With really, really strong skills. Seawolves just playing. Looking to move it forward. Lots of touches, lots of passing. In, out. Out to the wing. Lamb on the wing. Tries to send it inside. It's blocked. And the Hurricanes push it out. McNally. Nice chip, but Cardos is there. He's there.
Soccer fans, it's the last call for our Think Pink weekend draws. That includes a 50-50, a raffle basket, and for any full-time UNB St. John students, a special event at the halftime of this game. Please, for more information and a chance to enter, please check in at the foyer.
Benner sends it through the seam. Singh is getting the start as well for the Seawolves today.
Another, I like these longer shots to try and open things up. I thought that there was There was a very close one from Holland College number 20 earlier, I noticed. Or wait. No, that was St. John, I think. Good long shots. Especially when two teams are matching each other relatively well in the midfield.
Seagull's doing a good job moving the ball around. Griffin Cassidy. And it's in the net. It's in the net. That's a beautiful goal by Cassidy.
St. John's Seawolves goal! Scored in the 23rd minute by number 7, Griffin Cassidy!
Well, Cassidy, he took it inside.
That
He
was
took a couple of steps and just pounded it home to the bottom corner.
extremely good strike. Just very challenging to do anything about, and just found his line.
Goalkeeper had no chance on that ball. No chance at all. So the Hurricanes are up against it now, being down 1-0.
That'll be a great feather in the cap for the graduate player with the armband, Griffin Cassidy.
Parker McLeod tried to send one in, got it a little too deep, and Cardos was there to grab it. Had the right idea trying to cut it back into the 18-yard box, but
Cardos with the clearing shot that went directly into the chest of Chad McNally.
Ryan Benner just taking his time. Dishes it out to Cassidy. Cassidy seems to be the
There's a lot of benefits there to being able to bring Cassidy in on that left wing and have the cut in. That seems to be generating some success and putting players in good positions. That will come all the way out to Shiganya on the left side. That'll be a header.
2 players down.
Aiden Mark Antonio is down touching his head, and Lucas Lee has his hand on his legs. We'll be joining you shortly, I believe.
Well, we're back. It's been a rough day for injuries.
That's right.
And but we're back. Both players walked off on their own, which is a good sign.
That's right.
And we are ready to commence play again.
Looks like Seawolves have 9 on the field while we're waiting for Mark Antonio to get permission to come back onto the pitch, which he has received. Now received.
Seawolves moving the ball around well today. Shaganya does a good job getting outside, taking expanding that field.
The width is huge. We haven't seen as much of it on the right-hand side, which, of course, is where Karowe is, and we've spoken about how dangerous he can be in that way. So I think, to a certain extent, Holland College is trying to limit the width and is trying to address the width, but it's still so dangerous.
The ball through the middle. Chris McNally.
McNally is cut out by Shaganya for a throw-in.
Nevs did the same thing.
Again, with the poise shown by Chad McNally, it is unique that he is a first-year player. That's going to be a player that the program will be able to
build on.
That's right.
Well, the clock says 33 minutes. We've had a lot of downtime here so far in the first half. It hasn't really, there is no rhythm to this half yet. No flow at the moment.
No percolation. We do have it is a 1-0 scoreline for the Seawolves off of the goal by Griffin Cassidy.
And a great goal it was. That was well struck ball to the
to your point about not necessarily having rhythm, that was kind of a scenario where Cassidy ran himself into open space.
It didn't look dangerous, and next thing you know, the ball's in the net. You know, when he first started running across the field, running into that middle, it looked like he might cross it. It might send it to the far post, but they gave him the space, and he took it, and the rest is history. It's in the net. Seawolves threatening again. Lamb has it. So around the horn the ball goes. There's another
Cassidy
strike.
with another long shot. I was going to joke, if you say it's in the net too many times, I'm going to turn into former DC United commentator Dave Johnson, who would go, "It's in the net!" every time a goal is scored.
Yeah, Seawolves have pretty much had their way here in the first half. They're moving the ball around well. Hurricanes managing to keep that ball out of the net.
Karowe went on a run there, but his little flick in was carved out. Kellen Lamb always has
you still get
verve in his runs on that right-hand side.
You still get the feeling that the Hurricanes, if they can spring McNally loose.
That's right. We almost saw it.
We did.
In that way, and you mentioned, the attention being given to this game from the coach.
It's going to run a little too far for Cassidy, but Cassidy's been a focal point this half for the Seawolves. He's been controlling the play, making good passes, scored the goal.
You mentioned the attention and the game planning of the Hurricanes coach Jonathan Voss. Try to contain them out wide, and a hit on the counter is a pretty solid setup when you're coming in away against the Seawolves team that's second in the division.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful ball.
Carey went one-on-one with Koval, and the Hurricanes keeper comes up with it.
Mark Antonio that was a beautiful feed inside the Karui.
Thought for sure it was going to be 2-0, but the timing was just enough on the goalkeeper's side to get a hold of it.
Well, the Seawolves are proving today they have...
Mark Antonio getting on the ball and driving an effort wide. High of the bar.
Seawolves have good depth in their lineup.
That's right, and that's the thing when you talk about this being a different lineup. A lot of these players, all the ones that are on the pitch right now, it's not that the players haven't received game time. We've seen them feature. It's just for some of the ones that maybe a little bit we may be more accustomed to seeing as a substitute. Getting the full feature presentation.
Holland content to sit back, not much pressure, even from the strikers, allowing the Seawolves to kind of play with the ball back in their own third.
And Cardos, who is bold in any situation, is content to hold on to that ball as long as he feels like he can.
Carter's getting the start again today.
Mark Antonio
has had some injury issues.
It's good to have two goalkeepers that you can feel confident in when you put them in, and that can hopefully support each other as they seek to elevate their game. Seawolves get the corner there. Fans, we want to give a big congratulations to your Booster Juice Athletes of the Week. Number 5, Jenna Brenton, and number 19, Connor Sikasag.
Oh.
That was a great shot long from Mark Antonio. That was just wide of the left post.
Just wide of the post.
The way that popped out, that was a challenging one for Koval to get a look on. There's a little tangling up in the middle of the field between Chad McNally of Holland College and Ryan Benner of St. John, and that free kick will go Holland College's way.
It's a very interesting game so far. The Seawolves are perfectly content just to play a possession game and move the ball around, and the Hurricanes are content to let them do that. as long as they don't, get too close to their goal.
That was an ambitious free kick from distance from Carson Crawford, making it all the way to the goalkeeper despite being against the wind, but it falls into Cardos' arms pretty easily.
So that has led to a quiet game so far. We've got a team sitting back. We've got a team playing possession, not in any big hurry to get up the field.
There is, I feel like, there must be a little bit of table positioning around that where, it's not, there's, for the Seawolves, there's a making it to the to provincials in the second position will be a major goal for them. But if there isn't sort of that immediate pull, and Holly College still have a chance of making fourth, so they could definitely benefit from 3 points if they could collect it.
They could. They need to almost win out now for the remainder of the season. I haven't worked out the exact calculations, but that's a nice ball.
That ball comes out to Cassidy.
Oh, he was trying for the same goal that he had before, only over the net.
I thought that was that looked deflected to me, but that will be called for a goal kick. I think for a certain extent they'll be looking at it and thinking, try to keep it in a position where if we can get that counter and put Chad McNally in a good position, that we could potentially tie it. Feels like the Hurricanes' approach to this particular moment in time.
Well, McNally's capable. He is capable. You give your good strikers one chance, and it's in. That's why they have more goals than everybody else. They capitalize on their chances. Shuganya handles that easily.
A little kick out from Parker McLeod. That'll be a defensive zone free kick for the Seawolves, but once.
Well, we're almost at the end of regulation time for the half. There will be some added on time due to the injuries.
Saw the fourth official adjusting the signal board, but so far has not shared that with the class. The cheeky little ball over from Megumioka. But that is carved out from the UNB St. John defense. We're into added time. The secret's revealed. It's 3.
So we have 3 minutes left in the added time.
Four, sorry. The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes added time in the first half. Mark Antonio, who has had a number of interesting opportunities in this first half, tries one low and on the ground. It is briefly moving around. Let's do it.
Because Josie's going to be busy doing other stuff for it. If that's okay with you.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Mark Antonio with a shot that's blocked. Mark Antonio's been a real good player for the Seawolves.
That's
He's
right.
getting better and better as this season goes along. He's becoming an impact player for the Seawolves. In his first year, he's controlling the play out there.
That's great, and that adds the added. When you look at the speed on the wings, having somebody who can help coordinate that and who can be in position to make a play off of those crosses is huge.
Not much time left here in the second half, or first half. 1-0 for the Seawolves on a Griffin Cassidy goal. Minutes add-on time, probably 2 or 3 minutes into that. Mark Antonio really doing a great job controlling the ball today. So calm. And Holland just knocks it out. Ref's looking at his watch. Could be the last play of the half here. Oh, and that's going to be a corner. Seawolves with the final corner. Be a backbreaker for Holland to let one in now, and a big boost for the Seawolves to go up 2-0 at half. So it's an important kick here. And that one went a little too far, and that's the end of the half. 1-0 Seawolves. Please join us for the second half.
The 1-0 Seawolves after 45 minutes. Here in our final home match at the
Final half of the first
Canada
this
Game
season.
Stadium in our regular season. Ball comes out to Caraway. That's a dangerous position. It goes over. I've been a world traveler over the halftime. With our halftime event. Always great to see support for the Think Pink weekend for our games here.
Well, that kick for tuition always, that's an exciting time. Just think if you can get that done. Well cleared by number 3.
Mitch Neves.
Neves, number 3, doing a good job back there today for the Seawolves. Hurricanes have come out a little more on the attack here in the second half compared to the first half.
That's right. I think both teams are looking to take that, to press early. Don't want to be taken unawares at the start of a half, and also would like to maybe capitalize if they can feel that the other team might be napping.
Goodura's in the game now for the Seawolves in midfield. I'm not sure who he took the place of, but he has slotted into the middle.
Time for me to do my calculations.
Mark Antonio's still in there. I think Singh's out of the...
No,
he's
he's
back.
there.
He's still in it. I'm trying to figure out who Goodura took the place of, but nice shot there from long range, but nonetheless forced Cardos to make the save.
Zippy. It was a zippy ball.
That was McNally. So certainly the Hurricanes are playing. They're not sitting back here in the second half to begin with. They've got first half. They just had two players up top, and they are pushing hard. They are pushing hard now for the equalizer. A lot more players pushed up for the Hurricanes now. Big change since halftime, or since the first half.
Do you think that's a response to the game state or a sort of a stamina-saving measure as we
In the
near
first
the
half,
end?
Look at that! Look at Kyree. What a player he's turned out to be for the Seawolves.
That was
Wow, that
a long shot from Cassidy was stopped, and number 16,
Holmes.
Jackson Holmes, was on the doorstep, but it goes wide.
It looks like Carwee's going to take the kick. Oh, it's a beauty. That's a beauty, and it's kicked off the line. Parker McLeod was in good position on the post to kick that away.
I have Ryan Benner taking a seat at the half in favor of Goodura.
Seawolves. Oh, the Hurricanes have the wind advantage. That's so that's. I just looked at the flags and they're blowing pretty good. So the Hurricanes, they're going to push up a lot this. Too deep. Needed a little bit of a better angle on that cross. And it's back to Cardhouse. So the Hurricanes are definitely pressuring a bit more than they did in the first half. And I suspect they'll pressure a lot more as this game goes along. Taking their chances on getting back in this thing. The offense often takes a longer time to develop than the defense, and you can kind of see that with the Hurricanes. They're sorting out the defense, but they haven't shown a whole lot of offense yet. But we've said it many times, it only takes one ball.
That's correct.
It only takes one.
When you're really relying on your striker to create those, or sorry, when you have a striker that has that explosive ability.
The Lamb. That ball is cleared almost out of the stadium. In fact, I think it was cleared out of the stadium. So if someone's standing outside the stadium, they could be walking away with a ball because nobody will even see them.
Substitutions at halftime. For Holland College, leaving the game, number 2, Elijah Reed Koch. Entering the game, number 15, Lucas Lee. For St. John, leaving the game, number 14, Ryan Benner. Entering the game, number 10, Abdurrahman Gadura.
Jaganya on the wing. He's got good moves. He cuts it in. He's got great moves for the Seawolves. He can really dribble that ball.
Kyra, we up to take the corner. Cassidy in front of the goal. You usually see Cassidy standing over this or another player, but that was fine.
Gagnon settles it down. Here come the Seawolves. All out attack.
The pressure is on now.
Good job to keep that ball in. Nicholas Brown. Hurricanes trying to build on their record, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, I think. You know, the further we get into the season, they're going to run out of games to play.
3 points back right now.
To catch
Certainly St. John has the better of the scoreline right now. But you would say that the way that this has been going, that there is a path. There is a path for the Hurricanes to get back into this game. They will, with the ball fished out by our ball retrieval specialists at the St. John Soccer Club. Thanks so much to them for their support and help with game day operations. Ball bounces to Carowie.
it's a nice ball to the wing. Kellen Lamb.
Lamb streaks through. That ball will go up and stays in.
Yeah,
Mark Antonio.
I think Lamb's ball was intended for far post. I don't think that was a shot on net. That was a far post ball.
Carowie will run back to the corner flag to take that after Mark Antonio's shot was deflected.
Seawolves.
Cassidy nods it on, but it hits feet. Gadura had that shot all the way through the area, past a number of legs, but it was the shot was stopped. It goes out for a goal kick.
Seawolves getting their chances now. They're getting their chances now.
McNally muscling his way in a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 style situation.
Holland not being able to get much going on offense at all.
Ngabo Nziza sends a ball over the top, but that will go a little farther than anyone else can reach.
Carowie with the quick feet. Intended for Seawolves really attacking hard now. They have upped their game here in the last 5 to 10 minutes. The short passes to everyone, that's gone. They're playing more direct now.
There's some heat in this at the moment.
Seawolves are playing much more direct, attacking the midfield, attacking the goal. Lamb seems to be a target on the wing the last couple of minutes. And he puts a good ball through the middle.
That ball is unearthed by Carowie, and there almost looks like it's something is going to come of it, but it.
So the Hurricanes, with the wind advantage, are having a hard time this half so far.
I feel that there must be, even when the wind is blowing your way, anytime the ball doesn't do what you think it's going to do, that's going to be a challenge.
Well, sometimes, sometimes playing with a fierce wind is as hard as playing against the wind because the passes are always going too far. I mean, the ball's moving so easily.
UNB St. John substitution on the 61st minute. Leaving the game, number 16, Jackson Holmes. Entering the game, number 11, Ashton Engel.
Here comes Engels into the game. One of the graduating players. Going to see some game time here in the second half of this game. Engels the winger. Moves out to the right wing.
Holland College is
They're definitely.
Colby Monroe, it looks like, or Vinicius Boyd goes down.
They were looking for a call in that box.
Nothing coming.
No call on the play.
Phones set to mute.
Play goes on. Seawolves lead 1-0. 61 minutes into the game.
That's a high press. And that was a dangerous, dangerous effort from Megumi Oka.
From a long ways out, but with the wind behind you, that can really create a lot of problems, and it almost did.
There's a real effort in those last few plays not to give the Seawolves time to breathe. Holland College was alone there. Vinicius Boyd and Mitch Neves were in contest for that ball, but St. John comes up with it.
Boyd has a couple of goals this year, so he can put the ball in the net.
That'll go up for a throw in. Lamb running up to take it. Koval will that'll be given as a free kick taken short, which I don't know I've ever seen.
Well, that's dangerous stuff in the box. Dangerous stuff by Holland College there. Not the way you draw it up.
Engel was close on that to see if anything could be made of that. Which again, both teams now pressing hard, wanting to take control of the possession and wanting to get a stronger foothold on this game.
Yeah, second goal for the Seawolves would go a long ways for them. 1-0 lead is it's not enough. It is not enough.
Collision in the area. Cardos
Two players down. During this break, we'd like to thank our season sponsors. Centaur Products Atlantic, Domino's Pizza, UNB St. John students get 50% off online orders. Booster Juice, East Point location. One Team Sports, and UNB Associated Alumni. We're going to take a little break here, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back.
Cardos and
Carter's is up, and
Chad McNally also on his feet.
players are ready to go again. And there's the ball. Carson's looking for the ball. It's free kick. We're 67 minutes in. Again, we're going to have probably 3 to 6 minutes of added on time based on what I can see out there. Lots of stoppages today. Lots of players down.
We've
in the
seen
women's game and the men's game so far.
We've seen 6, we've seen 3, we've seen 4.
Yeah. So it's hard to say what we're going to end up at. Holland will, if they keep trailing, they're going to hope that it's 10. You know, the more time they can get, the better if they're trailing. But they've got plenty of time, 22 minutes, 22 minutes of regulation time left to go, so Holland can, plenty of time to tie it up there.
McNally had fought down the right wing for Holland College, and his shot hit the side of the net. Angle has his pocket picked. That goes the other way. Vinicius Boyd dishes it off to Ngabo Nziza. He wants to link up with Lucas Lee, but that'll go for a throw.
McNally was looking for that.
Long ball forward by Ngabo Nziza, and Cardos collects it before.
McNally was right on the doorstep. Looking for that ball. So the Hurricanes showing a bit more energy and on the attack.
We're past the time that you can, that you can be, that you can bide your time and wait for an opportunity to come to you.
Yeah, no, they need to, and they've pushed their midfield up. They're not sitting back like they were first half. I think first half they just wanted to establish that defensive game first. See how it played out.
Cardos with another long ball.
And then Cassidy, he ruined it for them. He hit a hard ball into the really great strike into the net. And Holland they've had to change their strategy since then. And they're slowly pushing more and more players up to pressure the Seawolves. Oh, that's a nice touch. Singh over there to break that one up on the wing. There's the throw. McNally with a nice turnaround shot there.
That was very pretty. One of the best Holland College efforts all match.
Oh yeah, he did well to spin around and kick that with his left foot.
Would you say that Holland College has done a good job of game planning for the Seawolves in that it's the score is currently 1-0, or would you also sort of look to the Seawolves in terms of the ability to get those extra goals and convert a situation where you're leading into a situation where you're leading by 2 or more?
Well, the Seawolves, Holland, from their perspective, they lost the first game against the Seawolves 4-0 at home.
Right.
So, I'm assuming that that they're feeling pretty good about a 1-0 game. it beats 4-0. But, you know, of course, every team wants to win. You know, it's about winning. And so Holland, they want to win the game. They don't want to lose it. But certainly from a score point of view, they've made tremendous progress up to this point in the game. We don't know what the final game result will be, but
they've competed. They've competed well. I'm sure the coach will be happy to see that. Even after the goal, there was no particular there was no particular drooping or lack of focus.
No.
Following that.
But Holland now, they're starting to make their push. 17 minutes left in regulation. You can see the push coming from Holland. Singh just sends it all the way down. And that's going to run out. Lamb to the middle. Singh. Engels.
That'll go out for a throw.
Engels pressured that the Holland defender to get that throw in.
Lamb will be the one to have the ball in his hands. Mark Antonio. That goes down, and it is signaled as a free kick in the favor of Holland College. Both players taking a moment. We have a substitution on the bench that doesn't appear to be related to this.
Five's going out.
6 is in. Holland College substitution on the 75th minute. Leaving the game, number 5, Megumi Oka. Entering the game, number 6, David Bayangana. It's a high ball bouncing into the grandstand area. Holland College make their substitution, but Ngabu Nziza is who was involved in that dust-up with Mark Antonio is still in the match.
Cassidy pleading his case there. He fell down at the top of the 18, and he's basically saying, I didn't just fall down, I was taken down. But to no avail. Play goes on. Seawolves would feel a lot more comfortable with a second goal on the board. And Cassie's going to try to make it happen. Nice little bump out to the wing. Holland.
That'll be
That's a corner.
steered out for a corner by Mitch Neves. It had been Vinicius Boyd who had made the shot attempt. Colby Monroe strolls up to take the corner kick.
Well, as we've said before, it only takes one. A short corner.
They lined up short, like they were waiting for an outswinger for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he should have just swung that right into the box, right from the corner. It's one of those things. The less touches on the ball, the better. Swing it in, get it into the box, hope something good happens.
Holland College will attempt to make something of what was a routine clearance. He goes down. He looks for the call and gets it.
No sub. Ref was looking over at the sub or at the fourth official, but there's no sub. Seawolves 3 points would go a long ways for the Seawolves today.
That's right. Solidifying that.
Well, they'd moved to 6-3. 6-3-1. With 2 games left against St. Thomas and against Crandall. Both games away.
There's a coming together off the play as Colby Monroe is about to take that free kick. My eyes weren't on it, but the referee is coming over to investigate. After talking to no cards, a card is shown to Mark Antonio, it looks like.
That must be non-sportsmanlike. And he's going to get subbed off. That didn't take long.
UNB St. John yellow card in the 81st minute, number 13. Aiden Mark Antonio. UNB substitution. Leaving the match, number 13, Aiden Mark Antonio. Entering the game, number 8, Pedro Pinteas.
Minutes in, Seawolves would love to grab these 3 points. You don't want to finish 4th in this men's division.
No.
You do not want to have to face off against St. Thomas first semifinal.
Being able to be seated, massive. Singh got a clip and was hopping a little bit, but he appears to be on his stride now.
You know, you want to finish 2nd if you can, 3rd at the very least.
Parker McLeod took a little bite out of Luke Antoniello there.
Seems to be a lot of tumbling here today. Referee.
That'll be a yellow card for that discussion. Holland College yellow card, 83rd minute. Number 4, Parker McLeod.
So the cards are coming out now as we get near the end of the game. McNally looking into the middle, but that's going to be a corner. That's going to be a corner kick. Yeah.
Hooked up and over by Luke Antoniello.
Yeah, that's he was looking to clear that, of course, out wide, but so the Hurricanes with another great opportunity here to tie this game up. And Cardos out high and out hard.
A Hurricanes player was slow to find his way to his feet, but he did
nice
just
little
that.
Nice little touch pass by Engels there.
Engel takes the ball.
Again.
Out to Pintas. Back
Nice-
cross. Carew,
nice
he gets to
cross
it, but he
there.
doesn't get anything. Godura heads it over.
So the Seawolves generating a chance there with some nice little short touch passing.
I'm St. John with the amount of time left on the clock. I want to be getting a little more of that momentum, not cede the. I feel like you would want to not cede so much of the game to the other team when you're in a vulnerable situation.
Seawolves backs just continue to be solid. Continues to limit the Holland chances.
Holland College substitution in the 86th minute, leaving the game. Number 11, Carson Crawford. Entering the game, number 5, Megumi Oka. Not a heck of a lot of St. John substitutions.
No, he's pretty much gone with the lineup unless someone's got hurt.
Felt like destiny that Ashton Engel would see game time, but
Well, it's a great thing for him to get in here on his last home game of his career. Get lots of playing time here today.
he's been making some runs.
He contributed to that last scoring chance for sure.
This is a free kick at the halfway line. That bounces forward, but it's cut out from Holland College.
Holland College.
McNally sort of pushes over his marker, and there's a minor free kick awarded for this.
Holland looking to do something, looking to generate offense here. Just haven't been able to do it.
That's a high chip.
Yeah, a bit of a desperation shot there. There were a couple of Seawolves right in front of the ball. But at this point in the game, with less than 10 minutes left, probably for sure, you take those shots. You have to take them. You have to go for them.
That would have been Nicholas Brown. I had him in at halftime.
Oh, what a nice ball. Good defending there.
McNally.
McNally's going after this ball. He wants it, and that is just beautiful defending.
Luke Antoniello.
That's just terrific defending because McNally was he was
In the
all
twilight hours of this game.
There it is.
Cairo
Nice
cuts
save
back.
there.
Gadura shot saved.
That was a great save. Really good save there. Nice cutback by Karwi. He's really good at that.
The stands are up at that.
Who actually took that shot for the Seawolves? I didn't see the number coming in. Was that Gadura?
I believed it was Gadura.
Well, he got everything on that ball. That was a rocket. He got everything on that shot.
Seawolves will be called for another. Will be given another free kick here. It's on the far outside, but there's
Seawolves. They would just
play it down the line.
They would love to get a goal here to make it 2-0 and pretty much seal the fate of the Hurricanes, but not to be just yet.
Holland College playing the hoof at the Chad game.
Yeah, Holland pushing hard. They are firing everything at the Seawolves at the moment. And that's a nice play by Angles. That's a real good play on the coming back. Seven coming out. That's going to be Griffin Cassidy. And he's out. He's heading out the back door. And Shoe's coming in. John Shoe. Cardos is way out of his net.
UNB St. John substitution in the 90th minute. Leaving the match, number 7, Griffin Cassidy. Entering the game, number 17, Jean Sue.
Well, another corner for Holland. We're in the 90th minute. We're into add-on time now. Holland desperate for a goal here.
Cardos was far afield.
They are giving it everything they've got. Holland is coming hard now. The Seawolves, they're going to have to. They're going to have to weather this storm for another couple of minutes at least. And if they can, they might get a breakaway of their own. Oh, this is going to be a
Shiganya.
This is going to be a free kick.
UNB St. John yellow card at stoppage time number 5, Shadrach Shiganya.
with this wind behind them, this could be quite a dangerous kick. I mean, they're a ways out, but if he can get anything on this kick at all, the wind is going to help it.
McNally's on the far post on their left.
Off the
That
bar.
goes off the bar. That
Off
was an
the
effort
bar.
from Bayangana, who came on as a substitute.
Off the bar.
Very, very, very dangerous.
Cardos got he got a piece of that ball, knocked it up off the bar, and Seawolves maintain that 1-goal lead. The Hurricanes are pushing hard in there. Yeah, there goes Karwi.
Karoe has it.
He's going to take him
He's
on.
in the center. He'll send that as a pass, but it's cut out. St. John will come up with it. Gadura has it, sends it in. Singh will take a stab at it.
Seawolves not backing down here. They're going to take
Out to Lamb.
their own chances. Keep the ball moving forward. I
Lamb
would
to
say
Pentas.
keep it deep. Keep it to a corner. Just like
Lamb
that.
will get that. Engel will pay a visit to Koval.
Oh, that's a beautiful kick. You got to hand it to the Hurricanes. They're making a real big effort to tie this thing up.
That'll be a goal kick for Cardos, which he will take short. McNally will pressure to prevent St. John from taking the kind of time.
Well, you got to tip your hat to the Hurricanes for making this interesting the last few minutes here. They're going hard. But this one's over. The Seawolves win it 1-0.
Well, this has been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure
been a
chatting
pleasure.
soccer with you. And
Absolutely, Andrew. Another home season has come to a close for the Seawolves. And I think based on today, it looks like they're playoff bound and second, and they'll be hunting for second place behind the Tommies and Crandall University, I believe, are hosting the championships. So it's been a pleasure, and we'd like to thank you for watching ACAA TV.
thanks so much for joining us.